Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Gailey Colosimo, Principal Juan Diego, and I'm here with our Assistant Principal, Mr. Dave Brunetti. Welcome, Mr. Brunetti.
Thank you for having me.
This is episode 9 of the Weekly Juan Diego that we do usually weekly, but sometimes bi-weekly, and sometimes not at all, and sometimes monthly, but we're doing them right now. We're in the early parts of December, and we're getting ready to celebrate the Feast of Juan Diego and Guadalupe. We're getting ready for Advent and the Christmas season, and we're continuing our celebration of the 25th anniversary of the opening of the Skaggs Catholic Center. So, Mr. Brunetti, this is the second time you've been on the Weekly Juan Diego podcast. You're now the second highest podcaster in the history of Juan Diego podcasts. How does that feel?
I'm living the dream.
That's
I'm
great.
living the
So
dream.
it's the second time. And the first time you were here, you referenced this 25th anniversary celebration that we were about ready to start. And I think a lot of people thought, well, we're going to have this big celebration in September, and then it's just all going to go away. But can you talk a little bit about the year of the 25th anniversary?
The first thing was it was important to actually honor the date of the anniversary of the dedication. So that was the big push in September. We did the release of Sacred Spaces, the book, which features the art on the campus, the beautiful mass the next day. I think we had, 20 priests here celebrating. Largest number of priests we've had on campus since the dedication, which was really wonderful.
That mass, there were 2,500 people at the mass. That would be the largest mass held in our diocese in the state of Utah this year.
Totally.
That was the big kind of kickoff, but that didn't mean that wasn't the end of the 25th anniversary.
No, we invited more people to come that night for the dinner. The campus is still decorated. We had special things for homecoming. Next week for the Feast of St. Juan Diego, the Mass is going to be really focused on honoring our patron in 25 years. We have some wonderful student doing a great reflection on that. And then in the second semester, it'll continue as well with
what about the lifers? Are we going to honor the people that have been here all 25 years?
Yeah, there's 9 of them, I believe, 9 folks that are still around. You're one. There's a few in the office over. Ruth, Joe Sendagorda.
Ruth is 25. Ruth
Sister Celine.
So there's 9, right, that have been here all 25 years.
So I think there's going to be a big faculty social function in February that we're going to do part of that, but it'll also probably come up at graduation, both with the middle school and the high school. There'll definitely be parts of graduation that are keyed into the 25th anniversary. So there's stuff that's going to happen until the end of the year.
So when you do a 25th anniversary celebration, it celebrates the entire year. It's not just one and done, right?
That was our perspective, that there was like all different kinds of opportunities. And I think it's also perfect timing that we've worked hard for almost a year now. We've just launched a total new website for the entire campus. And so far it's been received.
People want to visit the website. What is it? Is it
www.skaggscatholiccenter.org, or they can go to any one of the old domains, JDCHS.org, St. John the Baptist Middle School.
But it's a website for the entire campus.
It's different. Before we had 4 different websites, one for each school. Now it's one website for all of them. Yeah.
So if someone's interested in Guardian Angel, they can go to the same website. The elementary, middle, high, it's all in one location.
Our hope was to make it easier for parents. That was like one-stop shopping. It was all right there.
And is social media attached to that website?
It's really, really cool. Technology is fascinating. So our social media from all around the campus is now fully integrated into the website, and so you go on and you see stories that are posted, and it's really a great way to understand the charism of what we do here every day.
So we launched this as part of the 25th anniversary. When did it open?
The website, it's brand new. It launched the day before Thanksgiving, so a week.
So it's been open a week.
A week.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we launched that website.
Yeah.
And today we're going to open up the time capsule.
Time capsule. Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about that, Dave? Like, what's a time capsule and what is it all about?
Well, typically, time capsules are placed so that a moment in time is captured for someone who's going to come upon it in 25, 50 years. It's done with buildings, and they just opened the time capsule in Rome for the Holy Year. So a time capsule holds artifacts and mementos and letters and photographs and all kinds of stuff to commemorate a moment in time. And for us, it's 1999, the year that the school was dedicated. So
we've started a tradition where every 25 years we're going to open a time capsule.
Correct.
So today's the day we're going to do that, which means 25 years ago, roughly about this exact same month and date,
Probably.
certainly in 1999, we put together all these documents and memorabilia from the events surrounding the opening of the Skaggs Catholic Center, and it's kind of exciting today we get to open the time capsule.
Take a look at it, and we've seen an inventory of the stuff that's the items that were chosen for the time capsule, and it's really interesting. I mean, there's the typical things that you might expect. There's a copy of the homily that I believe it was Archbishop Levada gave. There's photographs, but there's also like original minted sets of coins from the year 1999. Things that you wouldn't necessarily think of, but when you fast forward to 2024, those things have a little more meaning and relevance than people in 1999 probably didn't think anything of it. But in 50 years and 75 years, and those time capsules can be opened again, it becomes more and more interesting and stuff. So
we have a time capsule for 1999, and then are we going to have a time capsule for 2024?
Yes, we're going to create spaces in the wall for 2024, and then I guess the next one would be
2049.
2049.
You think you and I will be here in 2049?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we'll be here this year, but I don't think
I
we're
wonder
going to
if we'll
be
be alive in 2049.
I don't know.
And then if we're still here running the
stretch.
school, it's going to be a sad.
Then
state,
they need to watch out. They'll probably wheel us in, and they'll maybe let us look from the sides if we're lucky. But we've already started putting together some ideas for what will go in the new time capsule. There's all the traditions of the school have been in place for most of them for 25 years. So graduation, and yearbooks, and the junior right pins, and campus life sweaters.
We should have a contest with the students to give
totally.
suggestions.
Totally.
Like what would you like in
The school ring didn't exist in 1999. State championship rings didn't exist yet. We didn't have any.
Yeah.
So a lot of those kind of things could probably end up in the time capsule. So I think it's about traditions, or about rites and rituals, about things that have become part of the school, and then documentation. A newsletter, a yearbook, maybe the yearbook from this year, graduation program, just things that did not exist in 1999.
I think back to 1999. Most people at the center here weren't even alive then. But
That's true.
But there was that interesting thing. Remember Y2K?
Oh
Remember
my
that
gosh.
thing?
Oh
So,
my gosh.
It was that whole deal that all the computers had been set to the 1900s, and then at midnight on the year 2000, they would flip over to 2000, and people thought the world was going to come to
There
an
was
end.
going to be chaos and pandemonium. Bank accounts were going to shut down. Everything was going to come
It was the
to a
biggest
standstill.
nothing burger in the history of our millennium.
We woke up
nothing
and
happened.
life went on. Yeah,
So,
it's
then there
so
was
true.
Lots of interesting things. There was the Al Gore and George Bush election that they had all the hanging chads. They couldn't determine who the president was going to be for 40 days or something. And
that phrase was coined because of that election. We didn't know. No one knew what a hanging chad was before that election.
that was in 2000.
Now it's a thing.
right?
The hanging
Right.
chad.
You sound like a couple of old geezers sitting here talking about
Well,
1999.
It's because we are a little
We are a
bit,
couple
so.
old geezers. Well, I guess that wraps up today's podcast on Weekly Juan Diego. We'll see you in the year 2049, where we will talk about opening the next time capsule.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much, everyone.